The school musical is ready to come to an end, but are the actors? They've spent the last 3 months working together to make something magical, and we'd like to give you an inside look on the magic of a musical. This is Katie Boston and Kennedy Bird presenting The Show Must Go On.
The first thing you have to do to participate in a musical is to audition. Auditions can seem pretty intimidating at first, but the more you do, the more confident you become. I've gone to audition several times myself, and even though the first one I did was terrifying, it's gotten way easier.
A big part of auditioning is choosing the right song. The directors usually ask for about 16 measures, which is normally between 30 seconds and a minute. It's important to find a song that you're comfortable with and know well.
And after that comes probably the most stressful way to any show, the cast list.
Waiting for the cast list to go up is intense. The list could go up the day after you audition or somewhere around 3 weeks later, and all you can do in that time frame is stress about it. This year, the wait for the list was crazy. I remember how relieved I was when I saw the list and found my name next to Lena Lamont.
After the list goes up, we start rehearsals. The first thing we do is learn the music, which usually doesn't take long. Once the music is learned, we start choreography and blocking scenes, which is basically just the directors telling you where to move and when. Once everything is blocked, you put it together and start doing run-throughs of the show.
Rehearsals are interesting. At first, everyone is really timid and pretty shy, but after a couple rehearsals, we all open up and it's the greatest. We're all just a bunch of weirdos who come together to make memories and put on an amazing show.
Then after a few months of working hard and staying up late, it's time. The performances begin. Usually everyone tends to get nervous. It's part of performing, but pretty soon it becomes natural and backstage rituals start to develop.
Backstage rituals are little things that the cast does every time we perform. A couple of ours were swaying behind the curtain during the overture, and right before Broadway Melody, our two Broadway dancers would tap their canes together.
Another one was while Kennedy, Grace Nielsen, and I were backstage waiting for our scene. We would always mimic the scene going on stage in Russian accents, and we added hand gestures because what else would you do backstage?
And then closing night. This night's usually the hardest part of a show, having to say goodbye to all the people you've gotten to know so well over the last couple of months. This year was especially hard due to the fact that this was our last junior high production. I really couldn't have asked for a better way to end my years as a cast member in the shows here at this school.
Being part of this show was such an amazing experience, and I'm so very thankful that I was able to be a part of it. Everyone in the cast was so kind, and it felt like we were all part of one big family. So even though the show is over, the things we learned and the memories we made will allow us to keep a small piece of Singing in the Rain with us forever.
Lena Lamont, over and out.
If you had to describe the show in one word, what would it be?
Crazy. Phenomenal. Amazing. The best.
Classic. Entertaining.
We thought that there was too many words to describe it in just one.
But we chose fantastic.